camera 1 and 2 points right there, and then camera number 3 over there. Yeah. All right, you do what you gotta do, man. You want to get this thing started. All right, look. Okay, we're gonna do this thing, man, in about 5 minutes. Yeah, make sure camera 1 and 2 points right there, and then camera number 3 over there. Yeah, all right, you do what you gotta do, man. You want to get this thing started. All right, go ahead. I'm cool. All right. Welcome to the Tom-Moe Show. Here to let you know. Welcome to the Tom-Moe Show. Here's what to go. Welcome to the Tom-Moe Show. Here to let you know. Welcome to the Tom-Moe Show. Here's what to go. Welcome to the Tom-Moe Show. Here to let you know. Welcome to the Tom-Moe Show. Here's what to go. Welcome to the Tom-Moe Show. Here to let you know. Welcome to the Tom-Moe Show. Here's what to go. Don't you turn that station, huh? Don't you turn that station. Don't you turn that station, huh? Welcome to the Tom-Moe Show. Here to let you know. Welcome to the Tom-Moe Show. Here's what to go. Welcome to the Tom-Moe Show. Here to let you know. Welcome to the Tom-Moe Show. Here's what to go. Welcome to the Tom-Moe Show. Here to let you know. Welcome to the Tom-Moe Show. Here's what to go. Welcome to the Tom-Moe Show. Here to let you know. Welcome to the Tom-Moe Show. Here's what to go.
Alrighty then, what's up, how everybody doing today, man? That's right, once again, I'm here Wednesday night. Y'all already know this is where I'm gonna be at, man, because what? This is where you need to be. Hey, look, I hope y'all had a good day out there today, man, because it was nice and sunny at the beginning, and then later on it started raining. But guess what? All in all, man, we've been having some great weather, man, all through the week, man. I just appreciate y'all signing in with me today to what? Talk about what we need to talk about. So look, as you can see, man, I got a whole panel full of guests, man, and I also got a female sitting right over here with me that's going to do a little something for us today, man. And what I like to do right now, man, is to reflect back on something that I seen, heard, thought about, that I felt I need to share with y'all. And this is what I got. I need to know how you feel about Kanye. Do you think he going crazy, or is the brother just telling the truth? Because his wife got online saying, man, they trying to put him in an institution because he off the chain. Now, me personally, we know the dude got some issues, but in all, a lot of time he speak truth. Some people don't like truth. Some people like to, have their own, how it's supposed to be towards the public, for publicity and all things like that. Everybody know this show right here, we keeps it 100. We gonna keep it real. We're not gonna be scandalizing. We're not gonna talk about people. We're gonna keep it real. If you messed up, then hey, we talking about you because you messed up. If you're not messed up, then guess what? You're gonna get praised. So look, you right here today straight out of Washington, D.C., Southeast, the one and only. What's his name? Tom-Moe! That's right, man. I'm glad to have y'all here. So, look, we're going to jump right into it, man, because I think, like, this Kanye thing, y'all heard about it? Y'all seen anything about it?
I have not seen too much about it.
No, you have? What's your thought of it?
Me, myself, personally, see, we don't see and we don't know what goes on behind the cameras when the camera's off. So if his wife want to put it feel as though that he needs to go in an institution or get some help, like I said, we don't know what goes on behind closed doors when those cameras not rolling.
That's right.
It might be some serious things going on, and he do suffer from mental health issues.
Right. He
do speak the truth? A lot of things he do say is the truth. But also, again, I'm gonna say, we don't know.
Right.
So if she want to put him in a mental institute,
right,
he must be doing some things that's scaring her.
Right.
That she's not used to for real.
Well,
the kids.
Well, and some of that I heard that she that he said that she was sleeping with somebody or something. So maybe she don't want that information to get out though. You ain't hear that part?
Yeah, we heard that part about supposed to be with this guy or that guy, but in all aspects, this is irrelevant because he's a young black man who got some excess now.
Right.
He got some things, and as you know, man, growing up in this city, we all a little crazy.
Right.
We come from Chicago.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So he's seen a lot of things.
Right.
He been through a lot of things.
Right.
He almost died before he got this fame.
Right.
He lost his mom.
Right.
So there's a lot of stuff going on, and the truth or not the truth, it's his truth.
Right.
So he passionate about how he feels.
Right.
Same way we passionate about no more grades. He's passionate about how he feels. So he gonna say what he want to say.
Right.
And that's his choice.
Right.
God bless the brother, man.
Right.
Whatever it is.
Right.
He a black man.
Right.
When I look in the mirror, I see him.
Right.
So just like we're trying to preach love.
Okay.
We love him.
I'm with that. Hey, what you think about that, man?
I think he's trying to, man, just trying to find himself, man.
Right.
He just need, he need that, he's looking for attention, man. But he need the right attention, man. Sometimes somebody to come in and encourage him, man. Sometimes talk to him.
Sometimes y'all may be talking and I may just kind of cut you off a little bit. Nothing personal, not just trying to stop you. Just that I'm always on time in my mind, and I want to cover everything we need to do. Now, what I need to do right now, because I kind of jumped the gun. What I need to do, I need to start from this end. I need you to introduce yourself to everybody that's watching.
Yes, sir.
Just a little bit of something about you, you know what I mean? And then go on down the line and we'll come on around here, okay?
Yes,
on you.
My name is, my name is Mathis.
I can't hear you, man.
Well, I'll pull my...
Yeah, and
I know
then
we
you can put
social
it back up.
distancing in here.
Yeah.
And, well, Ira Mathis from Washington, D.C. Grew up in Northeast D.C. Born and raised Kenilworth.
Okay.
I got a shout out to my hood over there.
Okay.
Then I moved over and got adopted to South Side and Southeast in 1987.
Okay, what do you do far as work, job?
I do heating and air conditioning.
Okay, cool.
Work.
Cool. Because maybe somebody out there, man,
for all that need to know, I do HVAC, and that's just.
You got some type of website or anything, or Instagram,
no,
something they can get with you?
I work for someone now, so.
Okay, fine. Let's move on. Next.
Hi, my name is Yolanda Fields. Everybody knows me by the name of Yogi. I'm originally from Northwest Detroit Park. We moved over in southeast of Woodland Terrace in 1973.
Okay, I was over there then.
Yeah. And I'm into politics.
Okay.
I work with the youth. Right now, as we speak, I work with the youth, homeless, the ones that are homeless, in the system and that's not in the system.
Okay.
That's what I do. I love people. But first of all, I love God, and thank you for having us.
Right, no problem.
This evening, I appreciate that.
Right, it's a pleasure to have you. Nut.
My name is MT, a.k.a. Big Nut, as they call me. Straight out Washington, D.C., Southeast. I'm a man of, multiple things, sometimes it's all about the people, sometimes far as me. Right now, everybody know me like far as like entertainment, entertainment. I'm in the Department of Mental Health, far as, working and everything, but right now, you know, we just trying to put this movement together for no more graves, you know, to get it started, so we need to cut down some of this violence going down in the community. And what we trying to do, see what I'm saying?
All right, well, we ain't getting that yet. We got to keep it going. Go ahead, bro.
Let's go.
My name is Danny Flowers, and I'm a black man of faith. I was born and raised in Southeast DC. Was shot 7 times in Southeast, stabbed in the chest, but I'm still here.
That's right.
Because of my faith.
That's right.
I had some struggles in life, but you know, I thank God to be here, and I appreciate you having us on.
Man, glad to have
Yes,
you.
sir.
Man.
Definitely appreciate it.
I'm Diva. Diva be the Vixen. I'm a producer and singer, rapper, CEO of Opulence Entertainment brand. My business, other than that, when I'm working for other people, is hospitality.
Okay, nice to have you, Diva. So, as y'all see, man, I got a nice crowd of people, man, here, man, come from all walks of life, man, doing good things for the community. And the night is a special night for me, as y'all know. Nut is no stranger to the show. He been here before, and he's my homie, man. We grew up together, man. We come out the dirt together, you know what I mean? And he doing some big things in the city, man. I ain't even know he was doing half of the stuff he was doing, but as you know, God, man, always bring good people together. So he felt that it was no robbery, man, to bring staff of people that he's dealing with and working with in the community, man, for us to kind of share with you all what's going to be going on. I'm going to say basically this week, not this weekend, but the following weekend coming, but still what they doing all together. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to open the table up, and we're going to, whoever in charge of No More Graves, that's the name of the company, or that's the brand? What is it?
That's the name of the company.
Okay, the name of the company is No More Graves, and when they say No More Graves, they talking about when people die. I had to get clarified on that myself. So what we're gonna do now is whoever in charge, I want to open the floor up to you for you can explain to the viewers of what is the foundation of what y'all trying to do.
Okay, I'm gonna let it start with me. I'm saying the founders of No Grave.
Excuse me a minute, now I hate to cut you off, but I need them to hear you, so you have to drop the mask just a little bit, because if they can't hear you, they won't understand.
Right.
Okay, Tom-Moe.
Okay.
The founders of No Graves put together approximately like about 3 years. I'm saying the movement. Trying to get this movement started, and it was put together by my man Daniel Flowers and Iris Mathis right here. See what I'm saying? So I came in like far as the third man with them. You know, we tried, but you know, we stalled. So, you know, I'm gonna let them elaborate a little bit more, like far as on the movement. But I just took the initiative, see what I'm saying, to get this thing back started. At this time, you know, to move forward with it and be consistent with it. To try to reach out to this these youths and, you know, whoever in the community, just trying to stop all this or, you know, this violence down. Okay.
So hold on. So Tom-Moe, let me say to you like this. We grew up together. So I was a young man. I was a little bit older man, and I didn't like some of the things he was doing. Even though I was probably my mess, going to prison, doing things, but I had a love for him because I knew I seen something in him. You know, they always say you can see something in somebody that they can't see in themselves.
That's right.
The same way someone sees something in me, like Nut did with me, that I couldn't see in myself. So through the course of growing up in Woodland, you know, things happen. You try to do things because, you know, you want to be a part of something or whatever, and you sometimes not forced, but you make the decision to do some things that's not right. So I stayed on Ira all growing up that, man, you're a better man, and I know it's more for you in life. And as time got older and things got difficult in my life, he stepped up,
right,
and became the brother that I needed in my life, just like I was in his life. And he helped and pulled me along. And so he had a dream and a passion of that. The same way I helped him, he helped me, Nut helped me, Yogi helps the community, that we can start No More Graves and be a help. It's not about, and he always stipulates, it's not about one person, it's about our whole community. Because if somebody gets shot in Southeast, you better believe it's resonate down in South Carolina because they got family down in South Carolina.
That's right.
If a black man is choked out and killed in the street, it resonates with every black man because that could be him.
That's right.
Every mother, because that could be his son. So with No More Graves, it's just the fact that we trying to get it going with though that everybody, No More Graves for everybody, that we tired of seeing our young brothers incarcerated, killed, or just living like they don't have no sense.
That's right.
And when we talk about No More Graves, it ultimately comes back to finding yourself and getting the faith in God and the higher power, because we all know that when you believe in Him, there is no grave. And then but we want guys to understand that you can get to that point, no matter where you started at. You know, we talking about it ain't about where you started or where you at, it's where you trying to go. So we trying to inspire men like these men and women has inspired me to do better in life.
So let me ask you this right here: is there any certain age group that y'all targeting, or?
Yeah. So the age group that we're going to be targeting, is from the ages of 12 to 25. And the reason I say 12 to 25 is because even though a lot of young men think they're grown when they're 16 or 17, they're not. When they get 20, they're not. Because a lot of young men still have that mindset of a 14-year-old, a 15 or 16-year-old. And so with that being said, that's the age that we're targeting, the 12 to 25.
Right. So let me say this to you all, because I've been dealing I've been dealing with the youth, man, since I came home in 2005. I've been dealing with the youth on trying to help them make a change, be a better person, understand the streets more, because I come from the streets, I come out of the streets, and for me to be here today is a blessing with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I never thought that during those times, me out there wilding out, that I would ever be able to be to a place where I can be an influence on trying to help and change other people's lives.
Sure.
I said this on my show last Wednesday, that when I was 17 and 18, I thought I wasn't going to make it to 21. Because I came out that Woodland area, Langston Lane area, Bury Farm, Kenilworth, Lincoln Heights. I came through them joints. So I know what it's about during my time. I don't know what they doing now, because I don't even socialize with that, but I got ears on the streets. Now, what I'm saying is that when we go to try to help these young brothers, man, try to change their lives, we got to have something in place to give them to do, to take them from there.
Exactly.
Because you can't take a teenager, Slim, from just if they're hustling. You can't say, man, you need to stop hustling. Come on, man, we got something for you, but you ain't giving them nothing. You're not showing them nothing. They don't have a program to go to.
Right.
Because this is what they're doing to feed themselves, if not feeding their mom and their kids at home. And this is very important, man, with me, man, because I'm saying it's a lot of youth out there got a lot of talent, man.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead, say it. Go ahead. What you got to say?
And you're right. You're absolutely right. And when you walk up to one of these youth, nowadays, and like you said, a lot of them are hustling, right? And what they hustling is that they feeding themselves, they feeding their families or whatever, or trying to take care of their little siblings. And again, I'm gonna say you're right. When you go to approach a lot of these young people, you got to have something in place for them. First of all, number one thing, you have to, mandatory, get them to trust you. And once these young people trust you, you can't break that trust.
That's right.
Because if you break that trust, you have nothing. And then not just that, a lot of our young people, they see what you do. It's like if they see their parents do something wrong, they looking at you. If you come up to them and say, come on, man, I got something better for you. Let me show you how to do this. Let me show you how to do that. But that don't mean for you to be on the corner doing what you doing, because he going to be like, how can you tell me what to do and you doing the same thing I'm doing? So why are you contradicting yourself, but you want me to trust you?
That's right.
So now is the time for us as adults, because I'm not going to cut no cars. I'm from the streets. Mm-hmm. I've been in the streets. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I did what I did in the streets. Even though I'm a female, I did what I did. But at the end of the day, we as a whole, not you, not me individually, we as a whole, we got to grab them. And we got to grab them quick, because if we don't, we won't have no future. Mm-hmm. And like Marvin Gaye said, you know, brothers, there's far too many of them dying.
Right.
And mothers, there's far too many of them crying.
That's right.
So now, enough is enough, because a lot of our people, children, husbands, brothers, and sisters are getting killed senseless. Mm-hmm. My friend just lost her baby at 11 years old. Mm-hmm. Senseless. Mm-hmm. So with me, I have 2 sons, and I was a single parent. Mm-hmm. Raising them in D.C. Was it rough? Yeah. Did I have to stay firm? Yes. You know how they used to say you put the fear of God in them? Mm-hmm. No, you don't put the fear of God in them. You put your fear in them.
That's right.
Because it's time for the mothers to be mothers. And it's time for the fathers, don't be friends, be their fathers.
That's
and it's time for the mothers, don't be their friend, don't be their buddy. It's time for the mothers to be mothers. Be like, where you going? What you doing? What you got up in that room? Let me go up in there like I'm the warden. Mm-hmm. And we as a whole, we as a group.
Yeah. But I like
is enough.
And I like to address that when you say what you have for them. What I have for them right here looking like almost 200 years of experience of, man, that you reap what you sow. Mm-hmm. You will, you know, so a job is fine, but guess what? One day you might lose that job. Are you going right back to the street? Mm-hmm. So with this noble grade, we talking about just giving you a new way of thinking. And along them lines, it's a brother that we grew up with the school with, Raymond Bill. He has an IT program, 18 to 24, Washington, D.C. Free IT. And I watched him start this program about the time we started just throwing this around. And young people from the inner city, 18 to 24, IT job, making nice living and changing their thought pattern because what he's instilled in them. So that's like a grassroots of what we try to do. But you can give them all the shiny things you want because that's what the enemy do. He give you the things that make you think you want them. But if you don't have no foundation, if you don't say I'm not gonna live like this, I can have a Bentley or a Pinto. I'm still fine with me. Mm-hmm. You know, so all the things that glitter, that's fine. But they need to know that, man, this world is going to eat devil hockey sticks in a handbasket. But if you have something to stand on, I believe this, I'm going to be okay. Mm-hmm. You know, if I got the big house, I got the one-room apartment, I'm going to be fine. You know what I'm saying? Plain and simple. So that's what we trying to connect with these guys because I've been there. Right. You know what I'm saying? I got a brother sitting in penitentiary right now because he thought he needed to have everything that he couldn't have. Right. It wasn't his time to have. So we talking about putting people in the right mind frame. And when we talk about age group, it's guys our age, man, still in the street, still acting like they children. So it's about changing your day. Yeah, it's about changing your mindset. And as a community, each one teach one, but in the real way, each one check one. Mm-hmm. Because if you're around me, I ain't gonna allow you to do things that's gonna interfere with me being a father through my door. Mm-hmm. You know, I ain't gonna allow you to get away with, you know, all this and that. I'm cool. You know, nah, not no more. I've been there, done that.
So let me say this. Because we all have our own background and we all have our own experience and we all know what it took for us to make change in our lives. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Now,
consciously said it.
I want to say that do they have a choice? And the reason I say do they have a choice is because you have some young youth out here, man, that don't have that father, don't have that mother, that their mother's on drugs, their mother out doing all kinds of stuff, man, she doing her. And I'm saying I know this because I know something like that out here. You know what I'm saying? And the youngin' out here trying to survive and he thinking that the dudes that's on the streets doing whatever they doing is you know, is saving them. You know what I'm saying? Now, when I made my mistakes growing up, it wasn't because I didn't have my mother and my father, even though my mother raised me by herself. You know what I'm saying? I made the decision that I wanted to be a part of the crew. I wanted to be accepted. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to, you know, I want to be one of the guys because you feel real strange when you're not a part of that crew and you growing up in the hood. That don't mean everybody feel like that. I'm just telling you from my own experience. I wanted to be a part. My mother used to tell me all the time, boy, look, you need to stay away from them badass kids. That boy ain't no good. That boy right there, he ain't no good. Don't have him in my house. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? That was my best friend. That was the best friend. But you know what he was doing? He was teaching me some things that honestly I needed to know about the streets. I needed to know it. Because if you out there in the street and you don't know it, you lose your life. You lose your life, man, because you went up against the guys that know the street. They know you green. They take your stuff from you. They jump you. They beat you up, send you home. All that. All that, man.
But that's the things that need to change.
And how we gonna change? I'm talking to you now.
You need to change it by not having that mindset on telling your son or daughter or nephew that you can go hard, you put a gun in your hand and you can take and all that other stuff. We, because I had my nephew. My brothers let me do anything I wanted to in the streets. And I love my brothers to death. But I didn't let my nephew do that same thing. So that's, as you saying, for the men, we got to stop letting them know, we got to start letting them know that they can't do wrong. And they all listen to you, because my nephew doing very well right now. Mm-hmm. Got a wife, 3 kids. Mm-hmm. He's very humble, because I stayed on him. That's all, like Daniel did for me. Mm-hmm. He stayed on me as a young kid because he saw something in me.
Right.
I had my mom. My mom was strict.
Right.
Got my nickname from her.
Right.
So it's Smanky, because I was a bad little kid.
Right.
But that's what got to change with the men. We got to stop putting that emphasis on you go hard. My cousin went hard, but they killed him in the halfway house. Right. As we know, some people had that on their heart. Oh yeah, they go hard, but you have a day one day.
That's right.
You're gonna meet your maker. You're gonna meet your time. So I think that's one of the things we gotta touch on. Just having some compassion to tell the kids that they don't need to do this at a young age, and as an older age, like now, like a 60-year-old, right. You still can teach them too.
Right. Most definitely. Now, in the communities that we living around, what's going on with the recreation centers? When we came up, they had recreation centers. We was able to go to them joints. They still got them around. I know Burry Farms just got a brand new one built a couple of years.
But as I know, we doing this now, so.
But I'm saying before the corona though, the corona, do they got these things in place in these?
They still have rec centers, but rec centers are not like it was when we were coming up. Because for the simple fact now, a lot of the rec centers, they have policies and they have their procedures, they have their rules and they have their regulations. And what you saying?
Red tape.
Yeah. So with that being said, some people feel comfortable going in the recreation center, but some young people don't. Like you say about Burry Farms. A lot of young people go down there to Burry Farms, especially when Miles doing the games and stuff, and that's their recreation because that's what they enjoy seeing and doing, being a part of that. But all across the city, recreation still exists. They still exist, but the young people have to take advantage of it. And that's the problem, that when you said something about, they might feel kind of funny about different things. What a lot of people fail to realize is that in the District of Columbia, there's so many programs for our young people. So many programs for our young people. Mayor Biles will make sure there's a lot of programs for our young people. But the thing is, they have to take advantage of it. It's something that they have to want to do.
So how is they getting the information though? How do they know that these programs are out here available for them?
We have a lot of gatekeepers that don't get the information to some of the inner city youth.
Yeah, I know some.
But you have to, like I said, I wish I had a hand in some of, because I don't know about a lot of the stuff that goes on.
What you saying, Miss Diva?
No, I was saying on this particular issue, it's like the gatekeepers tend to be the social workers, the POs, different people that could have the choice to send them one way or the other.
Right.
And instead of providing them with these alternatives, there's a whole prison pipeline situation going on.
They want them to come back.
Right. Yeah. So like he was saying with the red tape, it's really, it's a real thing. It's like another way for them to keep us out. It's like they'll dangle it and say, hey, we made the funding to give you a whole new program here, except that new program excludes so many people because of the way that you set it up. So
that's the truth.
It's like leading a horse to water. You know what I'm saying? But what we trying to do is we trying to make them thirsty for a new way of life. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just, when you were saying about what you were saying about knowing the streets and all that, me and Spanky was talking about that before we came here. You know, growing up, 90% of the things I did to be the tough guy, the bad guy, was out of fear. Because I ain't want this dude to think this way, or I ain't want this girl to look this way. So we just trying to instill in men, young men, that you can accomplish things you want to accomplish without being down with the fad. And you know, if you come around that way, you see a video, everybody got plaits. Next thing you know, everybody got dreads. So what we want to do is start leading the sheep in a different direction, man. And it's going to start with the shepherds. We keep on pushing forward and doing the things we got to do. So we'll be the ones who knocking on the gatekeeper door and taking it to where it need to be.
And sometimes you may not have to wait. I got this thing with me that I can't stand waiting on the government to do something for me.
That's right.
You know, we got millions of people that work every day.
Yep.
I say this at work every day, and my homies, they love it. I say we can have 20 million tomorrow. We got 1 million people put in $20. We can change some communities right there.
That's right.
That's 240 million a year.
That's right.
From working people. You don't have to wait on the government.
That's
really.
right.
I can't stand that.
Well, let me
So,
say this.
I know.
You can
Go
make
ahead,
your own
somebody
way.
go ahead, Nut. Go ahead.
I know. I'm saying I know it's gonna work because this yesterday I pulled up on like 5 youngers sitting on the porch. See what I'm saying? That ain't got nothing to do with their lives. And when I pulled up on them, you know, they greeted me, you know, hey, Nut, whoa, whoa, whoa. So first thing came out my mouth and said, I said to them, I was like, look, man, if I gave y'all something to do, just saying to get y'all off this street, just saying to be truckers, man, it's like, as far as like providing y'all like job opportunities. See what I'm saying? I'm getting resumes, see what I'm saying, Bill, if you don't have them. They got interested, see what I'm saying? They locked right into me. So I said, man, do y'all want help? They looked at me and said, yeah, Nut. You see what I'm saying? So I said, is I with it? I said, man, so, you know, that's what I'm trying to do now, see what I'm saying? You know, give y'all opportunities to get out of this hood, man, and do something productive, at least 8 or 9 hours a day, see what I'm saying, to get y'all off the street. And you see what I'm saying? And that's how you get their attention, and that's how I got their attention, see what I'm saying, because I brought something to them, see what I'm saying, because they really want it. See what I'm saying? And when I brought that to them, they locked right in.
So let's use Brother Miles for an example, as you said about the basketball games that they throw down Berry Farm, which me and Miles grew up together. Like I say, I lived around there. He bring these particular teams. These ain't neighborhood kids that's playing basketball. These guys that's in certain colleges, they on their way up to like pro basketball, stuff like that. So that's why everybody comes out.
Right.
So for us to be able to grab the youth, we got to be doing some stuff that they want to see, that they want to, you know, come and be a part of. You know what I'm saying? And from what I know, Nut was telling me about this community thing that you all supposed to be doing next weekend.
No, it's this weekend.
It's this weekend, this Saturday.
Friday and Saturday.
This Saturday. So get it right.
This Saturday?
This Saturday.
This Friday and this Saturday.
So call your peoples up, man, and get it straightened out, baby.
Man, we had wrong miscommunication because my understanding that it was on the 1st of August.
I sent you the flyer, Tom-Moe.
Nah, it's this Saturday. It's
I sent
this
it to you.
Friday. The
Stay
community
focused,
cleanup.
Tom-Moe!
The community cleanup.
Only
is Friday.
You can't.
Only if I could, only if I had you email me or text me, I could battle back and say, nah, this is what you said.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I had a show already for this weekend.
Okay.
So I knew I wouldn't have been able to make it if I thought that it was, y'all thing was this weekend.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I can bring it. Don't worry about it.
All I'm saying is, if I had a show this weekend, I would have never told you, yeah, we can be there.
Yeah.
So I told you, yeah, I can be there because my mind, nothing wrong with what you're saying, I'm thinking in 2 weeks.
Yes, sir.
Didn't I tell you that? In 2 weeks.
It's okay.
And y'all saying this Saturday.
This is this Saturday.
Y'all done blew my whole brain. Shut the show down. Let's over.
It's like, you know, when they're wrong.
But we have more.
Huh?
This is not the first and it won't be the last.
Oh, most definitely that, because y'all headed in the right direction on what you're trying to do. I'm just trying to be a part of that. Because this is what I do. When it come down to the community, you know what I'm saying? I wanna be on the scene because I takes my show live on the scene. You know what I mean? This is my home base right here on Wednesdays.
Right.
But when there's something going on out in the public, and you know what I mean, I'm invited because I don't just take myself there to, you know, to do that. Then I want to be there. I don't want to miss it because this information needs to be put out all over. Go ahead.
You know, one thing that I learned, what a lot of our young people need, not just the boys, but the girls as well. A lot of them need what they call some love.
Right.
A lot of them need a mother love, a mother's hug, a mother's ear. A lot of our young people, a lot of our young males are crying for help. They're crying, and I call it the silent tears. We can't see the tears. You understand what I'm saying? We can't see their tears, but they're crying for help. And the help is that, help me to get up out of here. Can you help me? And what I come to learn, that it's a lot of people who's so-called doing what they're doing has failed a lot of our young people. They have failed them. But that's when it all boils down. A lot of our young boys, our young men, they want somebody that's going to love them. They want somebody that's going to understand what they're saying and listen to them. And that's another thing a lot of us adults need to do is be quiet and just listen to them. Don't talk at them. Don't talk with them while they talking, because you ain't going to be able to hear what they're saying. And listen to them. And then you can hear it in their voice, I need your help.
And see, that's that mother love what you kicking off right there. You got me over here ready to cry. You know what I mean? About what I feel like that myself.
And that's true. And that's one way to think. But see, when I was out there cutting up, Nut was beating me to the bottom. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know what I'm saying? So
straight cussing at 4 o'clock in the morning. I cuss him out at 4 o'clock in the morning. I jump right out the car and I beat it and I make him. No, he try. I make him.
It takes all
kind.
It takes all kind. But so. And so with this coming up, like I say, it's an inclusion. You know what I'm saying? We reaching out right now to all the leaders, not leaders, the people who want to do something, but they, you know, like the commercial say, get up off your couch. You know what I'm saying? It's time now.
Right.
Because, you know, this world, our president, the things that's going on, it's not good.
So what about the coronavirus though? What about the social distance for Saturday event?
But we're gonna make sure we have gloves, masks, sanitizer, and we're gonna do the best we can. But
we got a rack of stuff on place already.
We got
a rack of gloves, we got a rack of face masks and everything.
And sanitize.
So you said y'all actually gonna apply these things?
Yes. We gonna pass them out if they do not have one. Just like you offered them to us tonight.
We feel like it's right for picking. When Michael came and said, you know, he want to refine No More Graves and get it started back up again, and bringing in Yogi, who works with the city government, it's our time. I already told all the time, you know, God will make a way.
That's right.
You know, when we struggled and did everything out of pocket, you know, we had great friends in Raymond Vale, Calvin Woodland, and Juju, you know, that came out and supported, but we couldn't get the ball rolling. As you know, Nut knows everybody. He throws the parties, he gets it on.
That's right.
And our heart is big as Texas. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm talking about the meet a man who make you want to be a better man.
Right.
That's what he is to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We gonna keep on pushing. I think we got a great team, and we got more people coming. There's a lot of people that's not here, but you are part of the team now. You know, this young lady is part of the team. Because when you hear this message, you're a part of this message.
That's right.
Because what affects one affects us all.
That's right.
Put it all under one umbrella.
I want to most definitely, man, thank y'all, man, for coming through, man, and putting out this value information, man, about what's going on and what y'all trying to do. No more graves.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
This weekend.
Y'all gonna do some great things, man. I just think, man, just take us as black people, which I had a show 2 weeks ago that it was strong. Y'all can go back and look at it. It was strong because they said we're not even black people, man. That's a name that we was given, and I'm saying that thing can get deep. But I already did that show, and you can go back and check it out because it's on boxwave.com. You just look up the Tom-Moe Show and you can view it. But what we're going to do now, we're going to take a quick break and listen to some little music, and then we'll be right back. How about that? Quick break, y'all.
Especially your legs out.
Order.